Good afternoon, Terry here at Tours for Farm. Well, I'm editing my video and I just wanted to talk to you a little about what I made today. I made a rice bowl, a dragon bowl rice bowl. That's one of my favorite things to eat. My husband always gives me a bad time because when I ever go out for dinner, he says, try something new. And then I try something new and I go, why didn't I just have my rice bowl? I like rice bowls. So today I'm making what's called a dragon bowl rice bowl. So it's got a little bit of heat in it, not a lot because I'm kind of a wimp when it comes to heat, but it's really, really flavorful. It's got fresh ginger and garlic and peppers, and it's really good. I actually made 2 of these recipes today because I wanted to see what they would taste like. And similar recipes, with the second batch, I added broccoli, red cabbage, which I love, green onions, and some cashews, and that was fabulous. And so the next time I make it, I'm going to be using that recipe. So I know this is one that you're going to want to make all the time. So let's get started. So here's a quick scan of some of the ingredients you're going to need to be able to make my dragon bowl recipe. Fresh ginger, garlic, soy sauce. Here I am turning on the Instapot. You're going to set it to the saute setting. And you're going to cut your chicken and put a couple tablespoons of oil inside the Instapot, and you're going to fry your chicken till it's no longer pink. Here I am putting some oil in there. And so I think I have about 8 boneless chicken thighs. You can use chicken breasts if you want, just any boneless chicken meat. I threw it all in at once and fried it. I did have to, there was a lot of liquid once it was cooked, there was a lot of liquid that I removed. So it did stir up and give you lots of liquid, and you don't really want all that liquid in there. And you need to julienne some carrots. I have this wonderful gadget I got at the fairgrounds in the Peony a few years ago, and so this works really great. But just nice little thin pieces of carrot. And you're going to need 1 cup of that. You're going to need some fresh ginger, 1 tablespoon of fresh ginger minced, just peeling off the skin here. Go 1 tablespoon, and you're going to need some garlic cloves. I think the equivalent of 4 garlic cloves. Some of my cloves were a little small, so I think I used 5 garlic cloves here. Just mince them and have them ready to, once your chicken is done, you're going to be adding all your ingredients at once. It calls for some peppers. Just use whatever peppers you have on hand, and I think I added half of a red pepper and about half of a yellow pepper, and cut them into thin strips. Actually, when I was doing this video, I actually made 2 batches because I made 1 batch without a couple of ingredients, and then I decided to add some more ingredients. So I end up in the second batch, which you'll see in a picture later on, I did add some green onion, some red cabbage, and I added some cashew nuts to it. So that was really good. But the recipe I'm showing you first is just is shown without those 3 ingredients. So if you want to, you can add the other ingredients. It really is good. Here's some chicken broth, 3/4 of a cup of chicken broth. Or you could use water if you don't have chicken broth. And we need some soy sauce, 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce. And some brown sugar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. There's my carrots and my peppers that I'm adding. And my garlic, and here's my tablespoon of ginger. And it calls for red chili flakes, and it says 1 teaspoon. Well, I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to heat, so I only added 1/2 teaspoon, and it was really good. And you're going to add some sesame oil. Needs 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. And the 1 tablespoon, sorry, which I missed, of garlic powder. And just give it all a stir so it's all combined. Ruby, my dog is snoring. Can you hear that? Wow. All right, we're going to put the lid on. You're going to make sure that the vent is well actually seal. Make sure there's nothing in it and the lid's all clean when you put it on. And we're going to be setting it for, there we go. It's super easy. I think it's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What cooks in 5 minutes? So set it for, it's going to take about 7 or 8 minutes to actually get up to temperature, and you'll know because the vent will actually pop up when the Instapot is sealed, and then it will start to time your 5 minutes. So there it is. It's actually, the vent has come up. It's going to take a couple minutes, and then it'll start the countdown. So it'll start at 5, and it'll make its way down to 0. There we go. And now it is at 0, and then we're going to naturally let it release the pressure for 10 minutes. So don't do anything for 10 minutes, and then once, see it's coming 9, it's going to be 10 minutes soon, and then you're going to actually release it. So you just have to push the little black knob down to actually release the steam from it. And for some reason here, normally you can just push it down, but it wasn't staying down properly when I pushed it. So I had to hold it for a little bit. It takes a good couple minutes for the pressure to come down. And you'll know that the pressure is all out when this little valve pops back down. So you know it's now safe to open up your Instapot. Open it up with the lid and facing outwards so that you don't get all the steam. And there it is. Yummy. So easy. What's that? 15 minutes? And I just get a slurry of cornstarch and water to just help thicken the sauce a little bit. And while I was doing this, I was preparing some rice. So I like coconut rice, so I used 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water, and 1 can of coconut milk. And sorry about this angle, I actually had my camera the wrong way. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, and here's my rice. So here it is, 1 cup of jasmine rice. Use whatever rice you want. I put it in a pot. Add your 1 cup of water, 1 cup of, and 1 can of the coconut milk. And yummy, it's really good. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make my version of a Dragon Bowl recipe. Here it is. My recipe, I added some broccoli and cashews and some braised cabbage, and really healthy, filling meal. So until next time, this is Terry here at Two Rooster Farm. Bye for now.